Good evening, I'm Mark C. with the CBC Sports World. 16 more FIFA officials were charged today in Switzerland as the United States continue to carry out investigations into corruptions in football's governing body. USA Attorney General Loretta Lynch says that 8 more from the original investigation back in May have pleaded guilty and that they will not stop until all corrupt members are caught.
Yet again, what was supposed to be merely a scheduled meeting of FIFA's executive committee has been completely overshadowed by dawn raids from Swiss police. In echoes of the events back in May, just days before the FIFA presidential election when Sepp Blatter was re-elected for a 5th term in charge of football's governing body, Swiss police, acting on behalf of the US Justice Department, entered a luxury hotel here in Zurich and ended up detaining 2 top FIFA officials who we expect will be named later on, and further arrests will follow, although we don't believe, according to our sources, that any of those arrests will include Blatter himself, who is currently suspended. And here we are, less than 3 months away from another FIFA presidential election and more scandal coming down on the governing body of the planet's most popular sport. Christy, it is in disarray. There is a news conference scheduled here at FIFA House later. They were going to talk about the reform process, and boy, is it needed now more than ever.
US Attorney General Loretta Lynch is holding a news conference on the FIFA corruption scandal. Let's listen in.
Arrested today, Alfredo Howard of Honduras and Juan Angel Naput of Paraguay are also FIFA vice presidents and members of its executive committee. In addition, this superseding indictment charges high-ranking officials of other soccer governing bodies, including the current and former presidents of national soccer federations in Central and South America. Each of the 16 new defendants is charged with racketeering conspiracy and with other crimes in connection with their sustained abuse, as set forth in the indictment, of their positions for financial gain. Earlier today, Swiss authorities arrested 2 of these new defendants, Alfredo Howard and Juan Angel Naput, as they gathered to attend FIFA meetings in Zurich. We are now working to extradite those defendants to the United States, just as we also are working to secure the arrest and extradition of additional defendants who are residing in other countries. Now, in addition to naming the new defendants, the superseding indictment also expands the bribery and corruption charges set forth in the original indictment unsealed last May. And the message from this announcement should be clear to every culpable individual who remains in the shadows, hoping to evade this ongoing investigation. You will not wait us out, and you will not escape our focus.
On to cricket, West Indies skipper Jason Holder will try to add to the 2 scalps he picked up so far in Cricket Australia 11's first innings when play resumes in about 30 minutes' time. This will be day 3 of their 4-day tour match in Brisbane. Resuming their first innings on 154 for 6 yesterday, the Windies were dismissed for 243, with Darren Bravo top scoring with 51 and Carlos Brathwaite getting 47. Simon Malenko took 5 for 76. Cricket Australia ended the day on 245 for 4, with Jake Carter top scoring so far with 58. They are 2 runs ahead of the Windies with 6 first innings wickets in hand. Holder has so far taken 2 for 41, while Craig Brathwaite has 1 for 25 and Carlos Brathwaite 1 for 35. Meanwhile, it was slow going at the start of the 4th test between India and South Africa in Delhi. The Indians, who are leading the series 2-0, won the toss, elected to bat, and reached 231 for 7 when the first day's play came to a close. Ajinkya Rahane is on 89, while Virat Kohli made 44. Dane Pete has been the top wicket taker with 4 for 101, while Kyle Abbott so far has taken 3 for 23 for the South Africans. Day 2 will commence from midnight live on NCTV's ESPN. Weather permitting, the Guardian Group Herman Griffith Primary School cricket title will be decided tomorrow. Today's scheduled final between Bailey's and Wesley Hall was postponed after the Empire Ground in Bank Hall became waterlogged in some areas after rain last night and again this morning. Organizers from the National Sports Council say they are aiming to play the final tomorrow. On now to basketball, Combermere and Graydon Sealy are the champions of this year's Division 1 and 2 Massey United Insurance Schools basketball competitions. CBC's Sean Green has the action.
These are the first scoring shots for this final between Graydon Sealy and Ellerslie, driving hard and going up in the midst of these yellow jerseys. Shamar Steele with the fast break, and he took out 4 of these shirts before, so we can do it again on the rim, and gravity finishes the play. Ellerslie's big man, Jamali Holder, took on a few and conquered to get his team up and running with this pull-up jumper. Ellerslie on the charge again, bopping, and it's good night, nurse. Well done, son. Is the big man again for Ellerslie, and he takes on 3 of these guys, draws the foul for the 3-point play as well. That's Shaquan Newton for 3 big ones from downtown for GSS. This time Newton drives into the paint and pulls up for 2. He had 22 in the game. Graydon Sealy led the first at 25-13. Ellerslie were never too far behind as Akil Straker. Easy on the 2 for him. And once more, I'll take that, buddy. All the way to the hoop. Let's try another long ball and see what happens. Intercepted by Graydon Sealy. Back downtown for Amal Smith to put it in. Just look at the ease of Holder. Even switching hands a la Steph Curry. Some real easy stuff for the big man. But despite those smooth moves, GSS had a bit more as the Paddock Road lads went on to win 57-53. A big turnout for Combermere in this Division 1 final between themselves and Harrison College, not to be outdone by 8C's Fanfare family, and just like that, Nikolai Burton gets them going. And this is just the start of the game. Hey, Andrew Eiffel, take this, and that he did, and the Waterford wavers out of their seats. 8C dropping in on Combermere uninvited again, and before the dust could settle on that player proper, Combermere were coming again. Josiah Beckles, if you please, in front of the ladies in fine style. Nikolai Burton with a pull-up that's certain. That's 2 more of his 17. And the 8C fans were off to the races again. The ectomorphic Joel Hunt now getting warmed up with some nice moves in the D and driving to the hoop for 2 off the glass. J. Hugh Lafayette was Mr. Untouchable here, laying up for 2 of his game-high 29. Another long ball finds J. Hugh, and J. Hugh coming through, pardon me guys. This time J. Hugh finds Theo Greenwich behind him, and Theo puts up good for 2 as Combermere went on to win by 7, 66-59. Sean Green, CBC Sports.
Now to swimming, 5 records have been broken so far at the Powerade Short Course National Championships at the Barbados Aquatic Center. The 5 new records have gone to 3 swimmers, Nkosi Dunwoody, who broke 2 records in the boys 11 to 12 category, first in the 100-meter individual medley in 1 minute 5.31 seconds, and then in the 200 IM in 2 minutes 18.81. Louis Sebastian Weeks, who also broke 2 records in the same events, but in the boys 13 to 14. In the 100 IM, he came in at a time of 1 minute 1.8 seconds, and then in the 200 IM, 2 minutes 13.45. The last record fell to Daniel Titus in the girls 200-meter individual medley in a time of 2 minutes 29.32 seconds. The short course championships are currently continuing down at the pool. South African Olympic and Paralympic athlete Oscar Pistorius has now been found guilty of murder after a South African appeals court overturned an earlier manslaughter verdict. Pistorius killed his girlfriend Riva Steenkamp in February 2013 after shooting her 4 times through a locked toilet door. He is currently under house arrest after spending 1 year of his original 5-year sentence in jail.
The court overturning the previous culpable homicide conviction, saying the Olympic athlete never offered an acceptable explanation for what happened. Pistorius shot girlfriend Riva Steenkamp 4 times through a locked bathroom door in 2013. David McKenzie describes what comes next after the court's move.
Oscar Pistorius could be heading back to prison for up to 15 years, though it's unlikely, according to prosecuting authority, that he will be pulled out of this house by the police. He will have a sentencing hearing, they say, and it will take place possibly next year with the very same judge whose whole decision was questioned by the Supreme Court of Appeal.